Well, hello guys, welcome back to another video covering the many secret details you may have missed in The Witcher 3. And I am prepared to bet you a cookie that you don't know one of these secret details. In today's video, we'll be covering some of the more elusive secrets you may have missed in Vizima's royal palace, the capital of the Kingdom of Temeria, which is currently occupied by Nilfgaardian forces in The Witcher 3. Now you travel here at the start of the game after you're finished in White Orchard, which we covered in our previous episode, link below. It's located just here on the map, and the Royal Palace is actually the smallest location in the game, so what could you really miss here? Let's take a look. Firstly, once you meet up with Yennefer and talk to her about helping track down Ciri, or Cirilla, she will explain that she will continue the search in Skellige here on the map, while you head to Velen. She will then open a portal to teleport to Skellige. But what many people don't actually know, or just haven't even tried themselves, is that you can attempt to run through the portal just before her. Now in most games nothing would happen, you would just run through it, unless you're very quick.
I hate portals.
So you actually end up teleporting into the room next door and just dropping out of the sky. I thought this hidden detail was really cool, and I discovered it purely by accident when just messing around. Sadly though, Yennefer however does teleport to Skellige, and you'll have to play through about several more hours of the game before you can arrive there and claim your reward in her bedchambers. But next, we have a bonus secret from today's sponsors. That's right, CD Projekt Red have created official metal posters with Witcher artwork from Displate just for you guys. You don't need any nails to hang this up either. You just stick on the wall protector and then you stick on the adhesive magnet, and then you can arrange your metal Witcher artwork any way you want on the wall. But Displate don't just do Witcher artwork, they have a whole bunch of different art categories. Whether you need something cool for your man cave or your gaming room, they've got you covered. Check out the link below to see the variety of artwork Displate offer, and use the special code BOX for 30% off until the end of the month. I just want to say I've been using Displate since 2015, see my other video, and you can take them off the wall in rented accommodation and they don't leave a mark. And because they're magnetic, you can easily swap them out whenever you feel like it. They're just super easy to work with. But now let me show you detail number 2. If you're like me and you like to loot absolutely everything in The Witcher using Witcher sensors, you may have noticed a mysterious brick in the courtyard of the Royal Palace. It's located just here on the map. Now if we interact with this secret chamber, it will open. Though it's debatable how secret it actually is now, since we just opened it in front of all of these people. But it's pretty cool that it's even here, and clearly if we take a look over here on the left, it's not been opened in some time due to all the cobwebs here. And inside, if we take a closer look, we'll find a skeleton who was actually once a courier, clutching a curious letter with a little Easter egg referring back to the first Witcher game. Now this letter is addressed to Roderick de Witt, and if you don't know who Roderick de Witt is, he was actually a Nilfgaardian count and a knight in the Order of the Flaming Rose, a religious order that defends the downtrodden from evil and heretics, but also spreads their belief of the eternal fire to the general populace. And the letter itself contains instructions on how to reactivate Ada's curse, causing her to become a Striga once more. Now Ada is the daughter of King Foltest, the previous occupier of the palace here in Vizima, before the Nilfgaards took it from him. She was actually born a Striga, and a Striga is a woman that is cursed to turn into a monster during the full moon. Until, that is, she was cured by Geralt in the previous game. This letter basically confirms that Roderick de Witt was indeed the one who turned her back into a Striga, if it wasn't already obvious in the first game when you kill him for his actions. It is very cool that we can find this reference here though to Geralt's past here in the palace, and it kind of gives you an idea just how much we've been around as Witcher. This story though is even confirmed by CD Projekt Red on their official forums. He points out that DeWitt was trying to tie up some loose ends and hide as much evidence as he could before he met his untimely death. Now the third detail on our list is kind of obvious to I think most players, but I just really appreciate it because it really helps bring the whole world of The Witcher 3 to life to such a high standard, and you usually just don't see other game developers go to this length. But as you can see, we have the Nilfgaardian craftsman defacing the floor of the palace to destroy the old Temerian faction symbols and crests. If you take another look in the courtyard though, you can see some of the original historic coat of arms from Temeria still remain, but I assume the throne room is their priority to actually redecorate it with all the Nilfgaardian heraldry. If you look at the ceiling of the throne room, for example, we can see the vaulted roof of the palace has already been repainted with the Nilfgaardian people's primary symbol, the Great Sun, which symbolises solar heat and radiance, and is visible across all of their coins, banners and armour. It's their primary symbol. The workers have also started removing the old Temerian stained glass windows too, presumably to replace them with some more Nilfgaardian heraldry. I just love the visual representation of how important heraldry and history is to these two factions, and the recent change in leadership has really been made obvious here. But for the fourth hidden detail you may not have realised, and this is one of those ones where if you don't know this, I really want to share it with you because I just think it's too cool to not know about. So you know that terribly ugly picture of Ciri? You only get to see it for about 30 seconds in the opening scene here. It's of her looking very, very, very grumpy when she was younger. Clearly she wasn't very happy about having to wear this ridiculously extravagant pink dress. And I'm not surprised because we all know she's especially a little bit of a tomboy, even when she's grown up now. I mean, she's running around with a sword killing monsters, for goodness sake. It's pretty damn epic. Well, you can actually buy this exact picture later on when you access the Blood and Wine DLC, or even if you have the full Witcher 3 Wild Hunt version of the game, which comes with all of the downloadable content in the base game. You can find the art dealer who sells this over here on the map in the city of Toussaint. But you'll find the art merchant in the city who will sell you the painting, and you can even hang it in the guest room of your own house. So imagine if Ciri ever stays over, it's just exactly Geralt's sense of humour to trigger her with this beautiful painting of her when she was younger. Now we have our fifth hidden detail in The Witcher 3, which allows you to escape the Palace of Vizima. Now this is rather easy to do. You can actually do it after a few tries. All you need to do is, from the main throne room, on the left hand side, climb up the scaffolding here. And then you'll see there's actually a small ledge just atop this pillar where the entrance to the courtyard is. We basically need to jump off this ledge. The best way to do this seems to be just to run off the scaffolding at the ledge and then turn into the wall. Geralt will kind of hover in midair before landing atop the pillar. It doesn't really seem possible, but I tried this recently and it's still not been patched. They're not patching the game anymore, so clearly this is always going to be a glitch you can do. This will probably take you a few tries though, just because it's so hard to get it right the first time. At first I did try to do this by jumping, but I eventually figured out it was just much easier to run at the ledge. Once you do make it onto the ledge though, just save the game, and then that will make it easier if you do mess up the next part. But it is quite easy from here really. After you save, face the wall and then jump, and then Geralt will climb up the invisible wall and you can make your way across this ledge to the left. This is rather hard to actually show you because I'm climbing through the wall with the camera and it's just clipping through, so just try not to fall off. It's pretty straightforward once you get this far. And once you're at the end of this next ledge, climb up again facing the ledge you can see through the wall here, and then you get to this really high spot outside the castle wall, and I mean you're just outside the game right now. But obviously the next issue we have is getting down from here to the ground. So carefully walk along this ledge and make sure you don't fall off because the full damage will obviously kill you. Once you're at the end, you can actually escape the palace by jumping onto the top of that frame of the really large wooden door you can see just down there. This will effectively break your fall so you don't actually end up losing any health. And now here we are outside, and you can actually call your horse if you walk far away enough from the castle, which obviously just helps you out when you're exploring this area. And then you can just go ahead and meditate until it's daytime. And here we go. We are outside the Palace of Vizima. Now, sadly, they only actually built the palace. Is there anything outside Vizima? Let's have a look, man. So we have what looks like an area that kind of goes on forever, but nothing is rendered apart from a random mountain over there. We can go around the outside of the palace. Potentially there's something we can access inside where we shouldn't be. But obviously in The Witcher 3 they only actually made the inside of the palace because that's all they needed. There wasn't really any point in them wasting time, you know, creating the outside of it like they had in The Witcher 1. So we just have this, essentially, this exterior of the palace, because obviously there's no need for anything else.
Not so fast, Roach.
My Witcher senses tell me there's nothing here. I think it's cool that you can do this, and obviously it's a secret detail that I don't think many people have really covered. I actually read about this on a Reddit thread from like 2015, like I think quite close to when the game came out. And the bug's still in the game all these years later, so there you go. I just thought I'd try it out and share it with you guys to let you know if you want to do this, you can still do it. It looks like there's a forest over there though, so let's head over and see what we can find, my friends. But man, I mean, it's pretty cool that you can do this, I guess, but it's kind of pointless. There's nothing here at all. Okay, well let's travel to this secret island area over here. Yeet it off this cliff. I wonder what's here. It looks like there's... Oh, God! Oh, my goodness. Okay, well. Slow down, Roach. What are you doing there, huh? That's it, Roach. Well, it looks like it was just a decoy to get us to try and explore, but it hasn't worked out very well for us, has it? I mean, there's not really much you can see from the outside here that you can't otherwise access within the castle. There's not like they've like built any secret rooms or anything that we can't otherwise get to. So I mean, you're not missing out much by actually not doing this. And I don't really know how we're meant to get back into the castle. Maybe through a window it's possible, because that seems to be the courtyard through here. Hello there, Mr. Stained Glass Window Man. Well, there you go, guys. That was the 5th secret hidden detail of The Witcher. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh my God, Geralt, where are you going? Jesus. But hey, let me know if I missed anything in Vizima's Royal Palace in the comment section below. And if you really enjoyed this video, you can check out the whole playlist of hidden details in The Witcher 3. I know this video is a little bit shorter than usual, mostly because this location itself is so small, but I still wanted to cover it just to really go through every nook and detail of The Witcher 3 and what it has to offer, because it is really an incredible game. And don't forget to check out the Witcher 3 displays while that sale's on, linked below. So give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and I, ESO, will see you in the next Witcher 3 hidden details video. Have a fantastic day, and goodbye.